I think one of the best things about having a video case study professionally produced compared to, say, just asking for a Google review or a Trustpilot review is that you can control the narrative of the testimonial. Now, I am not saying that I go in there and, put words in their mouth or give them a script that they just need to read out. It's all to do with the pre-production process, and there's 2 meetings involved with this. So the first is with my client. So I ask them about any elements of their service that they really want to be highlighted. So, perhaps they were a training provider and they managed to fit the client in for a last-minute training session, which was really helpful to them. If it was just a written review on Google, they might not think to include that. I make sure it's going to be mentioned. Now, once I've got all those details, I then speak to the person that I'm going to be filming, so their client, and I get the service from their perspective, because there's quite a lot of things that you probably haven't thought about, which are, really good from their perspective. So what I do is I put this all together into a series of questions that I'm going to ask in the interview. Now, it's nice for the client because of the briefing, they've already got a bit of an idea of what's going to be talked about. And then we just go in and we have a bit of a chat. And I'm mentioning all of the things that you wanted including, that the clients highlighted, and it all comes together into this, beautifully produced testimonial video. So I'm not putting words into their mouth, I'm just making sure that things get mentioned that you wanted. So maybe I'll ask, what did you think about the speed of how they got you booked in for the training sessions? Oh yeah, that was absolutely fantastic. So actually we inquired at the last minute because we really needed to get this first aid training done, and they managed to fit us in, just a week later. It was absolutely fantastic. Boom, you've got the quote without putting words into their mouth, but it's all about the questions that you ask.